EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Detroit Lions. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Dart. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just one.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Devon Achane, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
19 Lions. Get it. Cowboy 80.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. T. Higgins was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
60
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he will have the Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 13 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Savon Rebel. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, They want a repeat of their first drive.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Lions at 9-5 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Now Dart. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw now, Dart. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Ready? Bravo 60 Eagles. Check. Up, check, smash. Hey. Riggs.
Give, running right, Achane. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Dart. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run, Achane. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Devon Achane. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Lions have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute and try and get back in this game?
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
70, Dragon 60. Lions.
Looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer now. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken at the 37. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
47-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You look at this Steeler defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cowboy, go. Hey, smash.
Again, it's Achan. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 106 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's a tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
I'm not Ryan. Check. Cougar 19.
Running left, Achan. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
70 Lions, go!
On 3rd down, Achan. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun is again Achan. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action now. Dart. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Running right, here's Achan. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Devon Achan on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point now by Boswell. And it is now 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Throwing, Dart. Short throw, caught by Bowers. Touchdown, Detroit! Brock Bowers hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And a rout is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Here we go. 79 Broncos. Panther 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And even 150 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, back to Achane. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Check. Warrior 70.
To throw his dart. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Brock Bowers, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Lions 35, Steelers nothing. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Okay, ready?
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Deputy Ranger. Deputy. Bronco 80. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 2nd and 5. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Deputy Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. On a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Nowhere to turn this time. He goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Damone Clark. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Cowboy 80, 18, Pioneer.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
18, Cop, Warriors, 17. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Here's Dart. Rolling to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing his Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Achane. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Devon Achane on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boswell good with the extra point. And it is 42-0.
42. Steelers, nothing. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Like it's been this negative ways, he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught at the 20. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Bronco 80. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs. Try it.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
T. Higgins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Desmond King now to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first,
man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Steelers 14.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
and that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 231 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Reload. Street. Go.
They'll give this to Achane. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for him first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
A give left side. Here's Achane. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Devon Achane. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Lions extend their lead yet again. So it's a high 5 for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record.
Set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Looking to throw here, Huntley. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60.
Waddle, the motion man right. Here's Huntley. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19, 70 Rangers, 19 Lions, Warriors 70. Go.
They're going for it. Huntley. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Savon Rebel. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Huntley looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
They go play action with Huntley. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Xavier Worthy with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Steelers are able to at least get one score back. That touchdown reception, his 22nd of the year, tying him for 2nd all-time with Hall of Famer Jerry Rice, who also had 22 during the 1987 season. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Now Dart.
At the 45-yard line.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. His throw incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here we go, set. Cowboy and Biggs. Ready.
On the handoff to Tay-Chan. And he is going to have a Lions first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check. 60 Eagle. Go street.
Chan gets it from the gun. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Running money up to a whole nother level. Don't know no better. When I got rich and deep, bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on a camouflage bells. 2 diamonds on me, I'm a blue gel. 2 twin, don't need hustle and grill. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over clearly. I used to want to M, now I got sell. Hey, this is about money, do you know it's really?
Unlock Lion. Here we go. Hey, Smash. Hawk 70. Ready.
They'll try the middle with Galindo. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down and 8.
Warriors 70. Street. Rocco 80. Curve 19.
Dart. Escaping the pressure right. Pass complete right side to Bowers. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Go down. Check smash. 7 Pirates. 7. Hey.
To throw now, Dart out to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jackson Dart taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Lions 63, Steelers 21. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
2nd and 10.
65 catch, 65 catch. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
To throw, Huntley. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they get him down the mountain before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves.
Huntley to throw. Right back to Pitts again. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game.
Mustang 19, 18 Cardinal, 70 Lions.
Here's Huntley. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Cook, 50 yards. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Throwing, dart. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. He'll dump this off to H.N. So the completion gets him just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that will be incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Dart. That's down the field for Jefferson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19, go.
Now Huntley. Open man is Waddle, complete. He's brought down in the run zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Huntley off of play action. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tyler Huntley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
The Steelers will line up for the
Bronco 80.
conversion.
Huntley trying to throw for it. And he will get the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
63. Steelers.
And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up.
Covered by the Lions.
Alert! Alert! Ready! Cougar 19, street. Hey, I got play. That's me. Say, hey. Get up.
Now H.N. on 1st and 10. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Go street. 19, Tiger, 19, go.
On the give, it's Galindo. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
70, Tim, Riggs.
To throw is Dart, eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Boswell for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Lions 70, Steelers 36. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Shifts by him. Again with a joke. Through the middle of the field. He may go. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Lions 70, Steelers 43.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
Lions are able to cover this one up.
Onside kick recovered by the Lions.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak down the numbers. There he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
Extra point now by Boswell. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
77. Steelers 43. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2 yards to go, second down.
Here we go.
That's caught Waddle on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8.
Second and a couple.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it down this time in the 17. A good decision in the end to pull and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Back to throw. Huntley.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got it. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. The things got a little dicey there as soon as he exited the pocket out to the left.
And he ends up throwing it for no yardage gain. I don't know about you, but my high school coach, John Ford, if he saw a ball in the air and you got no yards